Well, howdy, folks. Welcome back to another RSG Lunch Stream. I'm Ranger J 1999. Ow! Hit my elbow. Oh, Christ. Oh, Jesus. Ow. Right on the funny bone. Like, normally nothing up would bother, but he made my hand go numb. I'm like sitting there with the, with that limp hand that's got the crooked to it. Like I have cerebral palsy or something. Jesus. Oh. God.
Best intro ever.
I know. I just moved my arm to get to the mouse. Like,
all you
oh.
need to do, Ranger. Now all you need to do is rub your forehead on the carpet, and you'll be fine.
No. See, that takes a True and his powers of laughter to make me laugh so hard I pass out, go face plant on the ground, break my nose, bleed everywhere.
Quick, turn your camera off and take advantage of your numb hand.
I call it.
Mike.
What do you call that? Dave Chappelle called it something. I can't remember when he was doing that skit as what's his name? What is it? Where he would sit on his hand and then what did he call it? Anyone know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about. What,
yeah,
is it sleeper or something?
No, it was called
Stranger.
A stranger. A stranger. What? Okay. What? But welcome to the lunch stream. I got some feelings now in my hand. Oh. I did have jury duty, but I called. I didn't have to report, so my jury duty service is over. So I'm good to go. Yay! So now I can be here and not have to worry about anything, and then get ready for the regular stream. And there was much rejoicing, and we ate sanely. Yay!
Yeah.
But he doesn't have a soul, so we get no sustenance. Yay! Who do we got on? We got Mike. He's on mute.
Hello.
Oh, you're brain damaged, mother. We got Dr. Finn.
Howdy.
We got Grande Pappy Patron. Oh, Christ. We have Sanely.
Hello there.
We have Grim.
Howdy.
We have Sweary Daughter.
Hey.
That's right. And then, am I missing anybody? Cone Cobra's here, right?
No, he had to go.
Oh, he had to go? Okay.
What about Dana? Is Dana here?
Is Dana here?
No.
No? Yes? Maybe?
I'm gonna guess no.
Okay. Good to know. You know, they
If
may
we
pop
forgot
in.
you, we're sorry.
Yeah, they might pop in. They might pop. They may not. So, but welcome everybody to the show. Well, hope you're having a good day. It's Hump Day. What does that mean? Well, it's just Hump Day. But what we do here is we bring you entertainment for the next hour or so to give you something to listen to during the doldrums of your day. You know, something to listen to in your lunch stream. You can listen to us live, which some people are now, or you can listen to us later on iTunes or YouTube Rev. So the different ways that you can listen to us. If you'd like to support the channel, biggest way is to subscribe. If you're obviously listening to us, subscribe to the channel. Give us a thumbs up. That really supports the channel as well. You can donate. You become a sponsor. You can use Super Chat. You go to the YouTube homepage. There's lots of ways you can support the channel if you like the content that we're putting out. Yeah.
Hey, it's Hump Day. Does that mean it's like vertical hugging day? Is that what that means?
I don't know. Ask Finn. He's the hugger.
Or is it horizontal hugging? Hump Day is horizontal hugging.
I mean,
that's right.
Listen,
I do not want to dignify Grande today. I'm too tired.
It's hard. It's a lot of work.
It is. It's tiring.
I like horizontal humping. I mean horizontal hugging.
Oh, Christ.
You see what happens when you start down that path, Grande? It was only a matter of time before you said you like horizontal humping.
Pathway to some
I do a lot.
Some
It's kind of one
consider
of
to
my
be
favorite
unnatural.
things. Hey. I'm really good at it. I'm like an expert, let me tell you.
At humping?
Is that with sleepy hand or?
I call it
back.
What? Okay.
This whole stream is starting out awful. It's our first stream back after a charity stream, and Ranger hits his elbow. And
no. So yesterday was the first stream back. See, Finn's still out of it. He doesn't even know what day
Infinity has his days all mixed up.
Yeah, that was me yesterday. I was so discombobulated.
The first day back with Sweary Daughter in what, like three weeks now?
Yeah.
Right,
well, she's been working. Right?
How has work been treating you, Sweary Daughter?
Oh, it's just tiring, actually. I was meant to work, they asked me to come into work today, but I just have to tell them No, it's my day off. It's retail, man.
You're like, it's eyebrow day. I can't come in today. It's eyebrow day.
Yeah, exactly. I was like,
Right.
yo, you've got your calendar dates wrong.
That's right.
This is the day dedicated to brows and brows only.
That's right. Damn. People need to know what's important in life. Alright, so we got sorted out here. We're going to do the eyebrow thing here in a few. We are going to do a roster review. If you have questions, go ahead and get them in. Stanley will scoop them up, and we will try to get to as many as we can. If we don't get your questions today, guys, remember, we have the Discord set up for RSG that you can go in, and if you have any questions about any game we play, then by all means, get to it, and if we don't answer it now, we will definitely answer it then. That being said, we got a lot of stuff in the works.
Soon.
Yeah, soon, TM. No news has come out today. It might be a slow Wednesday, but we'll see what happens. CG always surprises us. I am working on more stuff for the D&D campaign. Finn, have we decided when we're going to run that yet? I've been getting questions about that.
I think we might run it at the same time. I have to ask the group to make sure, but I think that time may be the same, the 4 to 6 on Sunday, but not official yet.
Do you think 2 hours will be enough?
We can extend it.
Yeah,
I think
usually 3 hours is what you want for. So like
especially if half of that time is me investigating chairs.
Yeah, we talked about that. It's retarded. I've downloaded all the books. I've been reading like a madman on D&D. It's so much information, but the traits and stuff, I'm going to have a little conversation. We have to work on subclasses and stuff of that nature. So some of the epic characters I have involved with the campaign, I had to... There's no stats for them in 5th edition, so I had to actually take their stats from 3rd, redo some stuff, and put them in there. So it's like, sweet buttercups, that was hard. I did that last night for one character. I was like, oh my god. Because it doesn't translate very well. So, but we will have the D&D campaign hopefully this Sunday. Saturday, we've got the Jedi Academy coming back along with the RSG Mature stream. So we got that going. So we got a lot of stuff in the works. We got Battlefront in between. Probably won't do Battlefront today. I'll see what B wants to do. If he's available, then we'll try to get some Battlefront in. If not, it's all good. We were just destroying people yesterday. And I had to cut it off a little bit earlier than I normally would because I had a huge migraine. It was kicking my ass, and I had to go get something for it. So, all right. That being said, that's all the mechanisms out of the way. Update on the prizes for the Sunday stream. For the charity, again, thank you guys. We're definitely be over $10,000 generated for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. And I can't thank you guys enough. But the prizes will be going out today, right, Finn, for the games and stuff like that?
Well, notification. So here's what's going to happen. The campaign officially ended yesterday. And so we are putting together the list of everything, including the people that bought the rewards and the people that won prizes. So if you bought one of the rewards, hang tight. If it's something that's going to be mailed, we're contacting the people that are going to be mailing it, whether it's Zabif, whether it's Urban Blaster, whether it's Tits McVenom, whoever it is that you purchase the gift from, the reward from, will be getting them in contact with you and giving all that stuff. The virtual stuff, you should be getting contacted within the next 48 hours regarding it. You may receive your thing, like if it's a poster or if it's a game that you won from one of the giveaways, we'll tell you what the games are, and you can just double check that you don't have any of those games already, and then we'll send you the codes and all that kind of stuff. So, within the next 48 hours, the communication should start beginning.
All right. Let's see here. So that's that. All right. So let's get into our roster review. Let's see. Today we are doing Jedi Gunny's profile. He is in the Alliance Omicron. Before we get into that, how's everybody's territory war going?
Mine is tight, so I'm going to be semi-distracted, just to let you know.
Mine is tight as well. So I'm semi-distracted.
Living a semi-distracted life. Oh, yeah.
We got a 2,900 lead, and they got 2 nodes to go, 2 rear nodes to go, so it's going to be close.
Hey, Luis Mendez asked a question. He said, when will you guys be posting the second part of the charity stream? It cuts off after 11 hours. All right, Ben, you need to address that again.
Unfortunately, that is not something we can help. So here's the weird part. So when our stream finished on that day, YouTube was only showing the last 4 hours of our stream.
Right.
We ended up going 16 hours. Now, strangely enough, those last 4 hours are exactly the ones that are missing, and we don't know why. It is a YouTube thing. It's not something that we have an option for. The previous things had been that it holds up to 36-hour streams that you'd be able to do, but it seems like it's not that way now. So I unfortunately don't know if we're able to get those back.
Yeah.
Just letting you know, it's something that's out of our hands. We didn't record it. It was just all streamed on YouTube, and it seems like it's not allowing for that size of a stream to kind of to stay. So we'll try and get it back because we do want it back if we can, but right now it is unclear what's going to happen.
Well, Dan,
yeah, we're fighting MC3 this time around. And right now we're winning by about 4,000 points, but they're making a push right now.
Yeah, this is when they all start waking up, West Coasters and stuff, and start doing their thing, but we'll see what happens. I mean, we're way ahead in ours against BHG Reloaded, giving us a good fight. Good run for our money. I see Biff in there. I see Dana in there. Oh boy, we got Biff and Dana in the chat, Finn. Okay, things could get
Dana
crazy.
at least like me. Biff hates me, so I'm like 50-50.
But I think Dana likes Biff more, so I think they could tag team you.
I agree, which puts me in a bad position.
Yeah, they could make your life miserable.
That's what she said.
What's that, Grande?
I'm gonna stop while I'm ahead.
Okay. All right. So we're doing Jedi Gunny's profile. What is he looking for in his roster view today, Dr. Finn?
All right. So he's doing well in arena. He's getting
no
his
problem there.
Freya soon. Yep. So, but his main.
Oh,
thing
I will
is
be unlocking my trade today as well. Yay!
Oh, yeah. So he's looking for improvement in his heroic Sith. So he said he normally places in the 20 to 25 or the 25 to 30 bracket, which now, as you know, has been changed. So there's basically no difference. So he obviously is trying to break into the top 20, if not higher, in order to get the different, better results. So he's trying to see what he can do to improve his heroic Sith. So that's one. And the other one is ships. He said he used to be able to get into the top 10, but now he's having a hard time maintaining top 50. So he wants to know what ships he should be working on and using.
All right. I'm going to assume by Jedi Gunny's name that he's a former Marine, so thank you for your service. A lot of family members that were Marines. Double dog, hoorah. I was not. I am ex-special force for the Army, so I went a different path. Look at his roster. It's really nice. Jesus. God. Yeah, I think you're not going to have any problem with teams. I can already see you have the JTR team, so looks like you got the first order team. I'm just going to filter this, but I'm just curious. Let's just start with Night Sisters. Why not? Because I don't think we're going to be missing anything here. Good Lord.
So 1 to 10 in arena. My guess is he's in rotation, huh?
Oh, for Christ's sake, he's good. He is, if work on your Night Sister zombie on Night Sister. The others are all Gear 12. Get Talia up. She's a good piece to add in certain circumstances with the Night Sister team. So if you can get her to Gear 11 at least, that'll be a big plus for you. But that's the only thing I'd say in your Night Sister team.
Talia is also required for the big damage phase 4 Night Sister team.
Right.
So,
well, it depends. If
yeah,
you've got some, I've seen different, different things. You can run Talia unless you got a zombie that's 7 stars this week, then you can really do some significant damage. But people have been taking Acolyte out with zombie and putting Talia in, right? So
my ult dropped 50 Talia shards from a Bronzium this morning.
Oh, very nice.
Yes, it's not 7 star
nice.
yet on that account. So yeah, it was.
So
yay to the Talia. I've always championed Talia because of the way that she heals, which is different to most of the others. Most of the other healers, it's a percentage of their health, whereas Talia, it's always the recipient's health pool, not hers.
And don't forget, hers is also on her basic. So when you run her, right, she's the only one that heals on a basic. With Daka and Ventress, you have to wait for cooldowns. So you don't have to wait for cooldowns with Talia. If she doesn't have full health, if you have an Omega on her Zeta, on her special, then when she does her special, she will also do a basic immediately after. So that's another way to trigger a heal. And because Talzin, with her special, where she calls all Night Sisters to attack, they all use their basic, and there is another heal that you can get from Talia. So Talia is almost like essential for that Phase 4 Night Sister team, no matter what variant you're using, because of the ability to heal that she has. So definitely get your Talia up. You're going to need her for that. Right. Weird thing is, and I don't know what you guys think about this, it sounds like I'm guessing because he has it on farm and he's almost there, he might be in a situation that you guys are. I'm not quite there yet, but we're getting there slowly, where you're basically racing to try and finish the raid, right? And you don't have a lot of time. The one thing I'm noticing with Night Sisters, in order to get Talzin to really work, you have to land a plague, and sometimes that requires RNG.
Well, you have to mod her correctly. I modded her for potency like a mug. Even with the speed mods I put on her and stuff, they have potency and stuff on them, so her potency is really high.
But it can still be hard in the Sith raid to get them to land.
It can, but you have to. It's usually when I run them, it's like I'll wait to see if it lands on one of the outlier troops, and then I'm like, okay, good. And then that's it. But if it doesn't, then I'll start over.
If he's trying for speed runs, right, because he may not have enough time to do those restarts.
Sure.
I wonder if it's worth it, and so I'll throw this to you guys, because I'm not entirely sure either, whether or not it's just better to avoid Talzin. Because I've seen good damage with a Asajj Lee, Daka, Talia, Acolyte, and Zombie. And just going with that team, because then you don't have to worry about the restarts, and that might allow him to post more damage than if he was trying to restart and maybe Phase 4 with Nihilus is already done by the time he gets there.
Man, all his characters are at Gear 7.
Yeah, he's got his first order looks fantastic. Don't have to dick around with that. Good God. I mean, I'm not seeing anything, brother, that you really, I mean...
Well, he's just trying to optimize his heroic Sith.
Snow Trooper, you need to get up to Gear 12. Sorry, but you do. That's you got the other 4 Gear 12, but your Snow Trooper's Gear 10, so that's one you definitely want to get, especially when you put that bayonet on him. Talk about a machine gun from hell. Good God. I'm working on mine right now to get him to Gear 12. It's like, it'll be worth it. He's got all the components, man. I'm not seeing anything that, you know, I mean, there's nothing here that I look at and go, okay, I'm serious. I don't see any weaknesses. I mean, a few pieces here and there that need to get to Gear 12, but I mean, I'm kind of grasping at straws here, really. Anybody?
So looking at we're going by phases, right? His Phase 1 team, I'm wondering what he's running. So we have Jedi Training Rey, R2, BB-8, and we have Resistance Trooper, right?
Well, he could be doing Trooper or Rey. I like Scavenger
He's definitely doing Trooper, because Trooper has Gear 12.
Right. Probably with our...
But his Jedi Training Rey is not Gear 12. So she's going to be a hindrance until she hits Gear 12.
No, his JTR is 12.
No, Scavenger Rey.
Scavenger Rey. Well, at Gear 11, she can still hit pretty freaking hard. I mean, she does.
But if he's trying to maximize damage.
What's that?
I don't run her on that team.
No, you don't have to. I'm just saying there's different variants.
I run Rey, R2, BB-8, Hermit Yoda, and Resistance Trooper.
Sure.
So I was trying to see where his Hermit Yoda is and where his... Okay, so he has a Gear 12 Wampa, so he may want to save Hermit Yoda for... Phase 2. I mean, you can save her. You can save him potentially, but I mean, there's a little bit of RNG.
Where is this Hermit Yoda?
Where's this Visa Smart?
I can chime in on that one real quick.
Oh, look, it's the Thunder Jedi. Thanks for being on time. Oh, wait.
I'm at work. I had to wait till I went on break. Sorry. I run the JTR, BB-8, Scavenger Rey, Resistance Trooper, Hermit Yoda in Phase 1. It's really hard to get him out of that phase with that lineup. And I do have
R2-D2, right?
No R2-D2. I don't have the Zetas on him yet. But besides that, Resistance Trooper and Scavenger Rey are Gear 11 with some of the back half going into Gear 12. So you can do it with Gear 11, but the RNG, it's really hard to get it all the way to the end range.
But what's the damage you're putting out with just that team?
I get it anywhere from 1.8 mil to my max is 2.6. So about, it's fair.
Yeah, it's pretty decent. I mean,
Yeah, and I want to put the gear on, Ray, but that 11 to 12 is a pain, dude. You got like 100 or like 200 purple eyeballs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's those gold
and
eyeballs.
All the stun cuffs. Yeah. It's crazy.
It's crazy to say.
Yeah, and his Visas Mar is only 4-star. So his 5th has to be Hermit Yoda. And then he'll need to figure out a way. I mean, you can do the Phase 2 team with the Wampa, whether it's Boba lead or whether it's Kenobi lead, whatever it is. You can do it without Hermit Yoda. He works a little bit better.
Yeah, his Hermit Yoda's only 6 stars, though.
Yeah, and you don't get as much damage output on that team without Hermit Yoda, because I just finished Wampa after this territory battle, and I went and did my JTR team, but Hermit Yoda didn't make it out. So without Hermit Yoda, it's like you're not getting the maximum damage.
Well, it's funny because I did mine was JTR BB-8 R2 Ray with Hermit Yoda, right? And I did really high damage with that. So
well, your Ray is what, gear 12?
Yeah. No, she's 11, almost 12. She's got like 4 pieces.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, that's
still really good.
Position, it's hard to do the double DPS, which is the Scavenger Ray and the R2 or the RT, the Resistance Trooper, if they're both not gear 12, because a lot of it has to do with having survival of the characters in order to go through towards the Enrage. And if they're not gear 12, they're just not surviving long enough. So you need a healer in that 5th position.
Right,
you can switch between Trooper and Scavenger Ray, whoever is better, and his is definitely Resistance Trooper. Right. That 5th position, if you're not running Scavenger Ray at gear 12 and Resistance Trooper at gear 12, you need either Hermit Yoda, Visas Mar, or Barriss. And Barriss is going to be your most RNG dependent, so she's going to be your last option. His Visas Mar is only 4-star, so she's not a viable option. And you said his Hermit Yoda is only 6-star, right?
Should we clarify here, when we say gear 12, it's not just gear 12, it's
gear 12 plus the additional.
Yeah.
At least
that's why you want them gear 12. You want them gear 12 and a third or whatever, having the health steal gear 12 pieces implemented as well.
I agree.
So I think that would be one of the first things that you could do in order to boost up your score. Your Hermit Yoda is 6-star. Get him to 7-star. Hermit Yoda actually does not need a lot of gear. Gear 10 plus I think one of the purple eyeballs that gives him plus 6 speed. That's all you really need in order to get him going.
Yeah.
And then your phase 1 damage should increase by quite a bit. It's actually going to be less RNG dependent than what you're probably running, which is Scavenger Ray. And you'll be able to post more damage quicker in phase 1. So I think that would be your first thing. If you can save Hermit Yoda, that would be great, but you could run a phase 2 team with a Kenobi lead, Wampa, Thrawn, Sabine, and Barriss. While Barriss doesn't do it to quite the extent that Hermit Yoda does, you will still be able to trigger a Wampa attack with Barriss's heal, and that gets an extra attack from Wampa every 3 to 4 turns and all that. So you can still do a lot with Barriss instead of Hermit Yoda in that phase 2. It's not, but ideally you can try and save Hermit Yoda. If you can save Hermit Yoda, you are golden for phase 2 as well. So so you can move along that way. Phase 3, I think his checks mix was all in order, right? It's Death Trooper, and I guess gear 12. Death Trooper, CLS, Han. See, where's his POW? His POW is 7-star, gear 8, which is really all you need, but then you're again going RNG dependency. You're probably hoping that the Isolate goes on POW, and phase 3 is already so RNG dependent anyways, that you're going to probably want to increase that. So your POW has more offense. Make sure, I'm going to look at his Han really quick. His Han is at 173 speed, so he's going to be too fast, I think, for phase 1. He'll be, I think he's going to be a little bit too fast, actually, for phase 1. And his physical damage is 2,800, so I think he's running about plus 500 or so plus offense. Something around there. So you'll probably want to increase that too. So ideally, if you're doing Han, you want to increase his plus offense flat stat, as well as all of the other characters. You want them to have a very high physical damage stat, because that's what gets transferred over with the standalone ability. So that will optimize your heroic Sith damage as well. And then we talked about Night Sisters, and then you just throw everything else you can at the remaining phase 4.
Silence!
For me. And then ships.
And then
You wanna look at
ships. Yeah, we gotta look at ships.
Do we have to talk about ships?
Yeah, we do, Stoner Jedi. If you don't like it, you can get the hell out of here.
So I've been having a look at his ships, and it, in my opinion, he's done
Looks
what
really good.
nearly all of us have done, which was gear for the previous meta, which now is kind of the worst meta as such. You know, I'm really like I'm trying to regurgitate badly everything that Warrior's been saying about ships, and the fact that they really did pull the rug from under us on that. Kind of the synergy really is Geonosian at the moment. Geonosian under an Akbar lead. If you don't have an Akbar lead, then maybe a Tarkin lead, because you want them quick. The Akbar just gives you so many multiple attacks, and you just shred through squads that route. However, they need gearing, and I'm looking. He's Geospy's 5-star, gear level 8. So I mean, he's almost there. His Geo Soldier is 6-star, gear level 9, and Sunfac is 7-star, but gear level 8. So unfortunately, those ships aren't gonna. They're just gonna not quite. Well, not quite. They're gonna fall short quite badly, unfortunately, as you climb, because you're just going against squads, fleets where you're looking at gear 10 plus on all the crew members, and normally the same applies on the capital ships and their admirals or whatever.
Sorry, Mike.
No, I was just gonna. I mean, I've kind of really focused on my geos, but what I'm also trying to do, I'm loving. I think I've pretty much maxed out my TIE Advanced, although I don't have any Zetas on Vader. The ship's pretty much maxed out now. Bringing that in is awesome, because it applies all the dots and then it reapplies them once they've cleared them all.
Yeah, that's a really interesting reinforcement ability that kind of gets overlooked, I'd say. And for me personally, like, the only thing I've done with ships is fully Omega Biggs and Vader. Just the Omegas, no reinforcements, and still looking to find that golden reinforcement ability. And Sunfag, Slave One, there's so many different variables.
So what I am able to take first now, and that's with Akbar, the 3 Geos. I then bring in, I've got a pretty much maxed out Phantom 2, and that hits like a dump truck, I tell you. As it comes in, it normally gets rid of their Vader. So I'm running Phantom. I've popped Ghost in there, although I haven't got the synergy completely done. There's one more ability on one of them which makes Phantom immune to crit hits or something.
Oh wow.
So I've got Ghost in there, and the other ship that I'm finding is really is Cassian's U-wing, which comes in and dispels all the buffs on the target ship, and it can then call in assists. So
wow.
So if you get that right with your Geos and your stealthed Phantom, that can really tear them up.
And then the assist can call for more assists from the other Geos, I'm assuming.
Yep.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it is a bit of RNG there, obviously, on which Geo does assist. Well, first and foremost, I suppose, but no, it is good. So I've just got to finish off gearing up my Geo Soldier. I've got a Gear 12 Sunfac and Spy now. Geo Soldier coming up, and Yeah, but I've been focused on crew members for the past 2 months, maybe more.
So you jumped ahead for the geos, right?
I always had. I actually ran geos when ships came out, so I had geos fairly well done from the day that ships came out, and I used to run them under Tarkin. And then everyone, we all found the meta, and unfortunately it didn't involve them whatsoever. But I had them in a reasonable shape, so it hasn't been too many tears shed as I click the buttons. But that seems to be that. Otherwise, it's a Thrawn lead with TIE Advanced Bigs, and take your pick between Imperial TIE or First Order.
All right. Anything else, Dr. Finn? Very well done, Mike.
No, I think that was it.
All right. That
nice roster.
It's a very, 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 very nice roster.
On GG, does it show the reinforcements and Omega abilities for the ships?
Not that I could see.
No.
I did click on the ships, but
okay.
Yeah.
I was curious about that.
I'm clicking on one now, but no.
Well, we'll have to email GG.
Yeah, right. We'll be right on top of that. All right. So that being said, it is now time for Sweary Daughter. Yay! All right, Sweary Daughter. Are you ready to do this?
Yes.
All right. Now, the first one, we have to go into Skype. And I'm going to pull this up. This is from Force Master. And he sent us a photo. And he wanted Sweary Daughter to evaluate, well, his mug. And I guess his pet lizard's mug, too. So if you'll just go into Skype there, Sweary Daughter, we'll start off with that. And you can give us your assessment of Force Master.
I want a pet lizard now. Is that bad?
Just shave next door's cat.
Oh my god.
That's not even
yes.
right.
Does the lizard have really good eyebrows?
They don't have eyebrows, Grande.
I can't see them.
You know what, Grande? You can stop it.
This picture is actually just a mood in itself. I can't even.
Well, what do you think? We got to get an opinion here, Sweary.
Well, eyebrow-wise, I mean, decent eyebrows.
Yeah, they're put together.
Decent. Yeah.
I don't know why he's blowing up his cheeks.
They're filled in. Yeah.
Holding his breath. Oh, God.
I don't know. It kind of looks like he's been stung, but I don't want to be rude.
He's almost pulling the same facial or mouth thing that you do on nearly all your selfies.
Well, I don't stick my tongue out anymore.
Oh, no.
You used to stick your tongue out whenever you selfies?
Yeah, not like.
Let me ask you this: Do you turn the camera like halfway sideways and take your selfies at a 45?
No. I don't do that.
Why do people do that? Why do people take selfies crooked?
I don't know. Because they're trying
Gives
to
it
get
some
the perfect angle.
Gives it some extra effect.
No, it's
because it makes them look OG.
Because if there's a flash, Grande. If there's a flash and you're holding it directly, if there's a flash, in order to light, it hits the mirror and goes right back into the camera lens. Versus if you do it at an angle, the light moves a little bit away, so it's not as bright. You can still potentially use it if you hold the camera at an angle.
All right. Well, that was our good friend Force Master. Now we get to the meat and potatoes.
Finn knew
do you
about that.
Do you have the link up, Sweary Daughter?
Finn takes a lot of selfies.
That's true.
What was that?
Do you have the link up, Sweary Daughter?
Yeah, I do.
All right. All right, so here we go. We're going to be looking at... One second. All right, let's see here. All right, first one. So this first guy looks like he's pretty well put together, Swery. Except for the stupid-ass t-shirt.
I mean, I feel like he's drunk here. Like, his eyes are a bit, I feel like that's what the t-shirt means.
I don't know what this is, why he got it picked up, but... You know, if you wear a shirt like that and you go to jail, you're just asking for to be made fun of, I think. But what about his eyebrows?
I mean, they're decent. One of them, I don't know if he's tried to put, like, slits in the end or something else, but it just, I don't know. The left one just is a bit weird on the end.
Yeah, it looks
He reminds me of Sheldon Cooper. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, screw that shirt. He should be wearing, like, an Atom t-shirt or something like that.
Right.
Amy. Sorry.
I get a feeling this guy was a victim of the, hey guys, watch this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Alright, let's go to the next one. She's wearing a shirt, I did it, but I'm blaming you. Well, unfortunately, they're blaming you, and you are incarcerated. Wow. I don't even know where to begin. Swery, do your magic.
I mean, I just feel like that t-shirt is so self-incriminating. Like, whatever she set out to do on this day, she woke up that morning, put on the shirt, and thought, yeah, this will look nice with this outfit. No, it's big mistake.
She must hate it when anyone farts in a lift that she's in.
Sometimes Round gives her a date look. I did it, but I'm blaming you.
Oh, God. But what about the eye? It's kind of hard to see the eyebrows here.
I know. I feel like they're not at their best because of the fringe.
Is
like,
it just me?
You don't get a fringe that long unless you have something to hide.
Yeah. It's like she's almost wearing a wig, but it's not. But it kind of looks like it is, but it doesn't.
Yeah, she's just got way too much mousse in her hair because she wants curls, but it's not really happening.
She wants some product, so we can't really evaluate the eyebrows on this one. But all right, next one. All right, this shirt says beef and beer equals shenanigans. The good old Irish name of shillelagh. Jesus Christ, where the hell's he looking?
I can't tell if he's standing like a proud, like,
I know,
man,
like Superman.
or if he's looking,
I'm Beer and Better Man. Da, 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 da.
Like, but this could also be taken as him standing there, like, what the fuck did I do?
I'm Batman.
I'm Batman. I drink beer. I'm calling shenanigans.
This shirt gets me in shenanigans.
Got you in jail.
I dig the shirt.
Shirt's fine, but one, I don't know how he shaves, but it looks like he misses a lot of spots.
Yeah. Is that just like it going grey?
I mean, the eyebrows look even and put together.
Yeah, but it kind of, I can't steer my attention away from the fact it looks like he's been crying.
I know, right? And his eyes are, it's like staring to the camera. He's like, okay, what? My lord?
His eyes are redder than mine are usually.
Oh, God. All right, let's go to the next one. The Bell Bonds t-shirt. All right. So they got picked up and are actually wearing a Bell Bonds t-shirt. Sweet butter, crumpets, and Jesus.
She must be a frequent flyer.
And I don't even know what happened to her eyebrows. I mean,
actually, wait, is that a she or a he?
Them.
I see hints of a mustache on each side of.
Oh yeah, she's got more hair on her lip than she does her eyebrows.
Man, baby.
No, that has to be a woman. That is a woman.
Women can have facial hair too, guys.
It's just a bearded lady. Does she have like a stretcher going through her ear or something? Or is that just the way it is?
It doesn't look like there's a hole there, so I don't think there's a stretcher.
I just don't understand, like, in the least horrible way, like, most politest way I can. Jesus, that was hard to say. She just looks like an aging elderly man. Like, the hair, the facial expression, she just looks lost.
Yeah, it's probably pretty accurate.
Just the more I stare at this, the more horrified I'm getting. Ugh, but wearing a bell monster. Alright, we'll go into the next one. Alright, this jack-off wears America's Most Wanted when he gets picked up. Now, the thing I want to know is, did he tattoo that shit on his chin, or is that just a hair? What the hell is this?
It is hard to tell.
I mean, we know he's got a tattoo on the side of his chrome dome there, in his neck, but, what the hell is going on with this picture, swear daughter?
I don't know. It's giving me real, like, Saw vibes. You know, like, the little thing that rides out on the bike. It's like a puppet or something. I don't understand what that is on the end of it.
I don't...
Like...
This one baffles me. But, what about the eyebrows?
I mean, the eyebrows look decent. The lighting's a little bit off. But, I mean, it looks okay. But I'm wondering what happened with one of his ears. Like, they're just not the same.
They're a little off, right?
In any way, shape, or form.
But we've talked about this before, Swear. Men that have tattoos on their face and head and neck and stuff, not a turn on, is it?
No, they're not in it for the looks. I can tell you that.
You're not bringing this specimen home to Dad, are you?
Oh my God.
I think
Mike, no, I wouldn't.
You should, and then record it.
Yeah, you should actually. Yeah, you should find one of the scummiest guys ever.
Yeah, I can hear it now, Michael. I used to not like guns, but now I do.
I think they're wonderful.
Mike would kill him with a teaspoon.
No. And a hat more, you nincompoop.
Pull a Riddick. I'll kill you with my teacup.
Oh, God.
Oh. I love that film.
I know. All right, next one. It's all fun and games until the cop shows up. And that's what it says on his t-shirt.
Oh, my God.
Is that Jesse from Breaking Bad?
Breaking Bad.
Oh, it's Hugh Jackman's long-lost brother.
Oh, my God. His face is so, like, top-heavy. It weasels down into nothing. I just can't get over how big the top half of his head is and how non-existent the rest is.
This guy looks like a guy who would put a mugshot on a shirt of himself.
Mm-hmm.
Frodo really let himself go.
I know.
Oh my God.
And the land of Mordor. Oh.
Is that like a tattooed teardrop under his eye?
I don't know if that's our boo-boo.
Yeah.
Actually, it looks like a tattooed one.
Oh, God.
Well, we know he didn't kill anybody.
Yeah.
All right, let's do two more, and then we'll get to questions.
All right. Out on Bell. And it really is what it says on the shirt. Out on Bell.
Oh, my God.
This guy looks like he is... This is Cro-Magnon Man reborn. What the hell? Kill, eat meat, woman.
This is actually so funny how he's going to be sitting in a cell, like, looking down at his feet and then realizing what top he's wearing. Like, really, are you? Are you out, though? No.
Nah.
Remember the Toxic Avenger?
Yes.
Oh,
this dude looks like the actor that played the Toxic Avenger.
Oh my God.
He does.
Where are his eyebrows?
I don't know. I guess he decided to shave everything and then let it grow back slowly.
They ran away as soon as he put that shirt on.
And again, he's got tattoos on his neck, like a jerk-off. I mean, we can't even evaluate the eyebrows. It's like he shaved everything and now it's slowly growing back. And then he decided to wear this shirt and get picked up.
Like, what did he do? Go into the barber and say, I want to be a boiled egg. Do it.
Yeah.
Like, I'll keep a little bit of facial hair, but boiled egg me, mate.
All right, next question. Our next
This is what landed him in jail, was he took the wax my head and used me as a surfboard, literally.
Now, to all you geeks and nerds out here, I think this next shirt says it all. He's wearing a shirt that says, "You see the police, Warner Brother." And
I remember when this was big.
I mean,
He's
guy...
also not the right person to be wearing that
No,
shirt.
he does not look like any kind of criminal whatsoever. Looks like
Adam Driver,
He also doesn't look like a brother.
I'll show you.
Yeah.
I'll show the police the dark side.
Dude, he looks like Driver. He looks just like Adam Driver.
Oh my god. I mean...
The peach fuzz and all.
I mean, dude... Go back to your creating games or whatever you do. Don't be doing this. I mean,
Just really quick, go to 12.
Go to 12?
We gotta see 12. Yeah.
The family reunion shirt. It's blessed out.
Oh my God.
Wow, okay.
Why is this...
Oh my God.
For some strange reason, I have a
there
case
it
of
is.
deja vu. I think
Oh my god! Really? This is the winner chicken dinner.
Support from his family. What? Hey son, you know what? Next time you get arrested, wear this.
You see, we've got a county called Somerset in the UK, and we kind of mock them that, you know, your brothers, your dad, and your granddad, and I'm just wondering whether that applies for Somerset County in the United States.
I mean, this is like a whole mugshot inception thing.
This is really awful.
That's exactly what I said earlier. Somebody wearing a mugshot T-shirt and their mugshot.
Yeah, and it happened, and it's like a mugshot inside of a mugshot. And then next year he can wear this one and then get arrested again. Then you'll have 3 of them.
I'm going for the quadfecta.
Breaking so many walls.
The circle is now complete.
That's what it's gonna be like. Honey, how many reunions have we had? Let me see. How many times has Jake been on our shirt? 1, 2, 3. 3 reunions.
3! 3! Ha, 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 ha. 3 trips to jail. One dumbass move. Two dumbass moves. Three dumbass moves. But his eyebrows look like they're squared away.
I mean, his eyebrows look like they're really good and filled in, but I don't know why he's got a caterpillar on the top of his lip.
Well, he
just looks too
he's trying to
young
be
have
older
that.
than he seems there, swear dog. He's trying to get him a woman.
It's because he had a caterpillar on the picture in his shirt.
I know.
A woman that's not his cousin.
What do you mean?
Or his mum.
Oh, hey, listen here. That's what we're going to see.
All right, I think that's a good stopping point.
All right. Let's get to some questions, shall we? Listen, that's just the way we do things down up in here. I come Cobra, he'd be backing me up right now. See what I'm saying?
Right, Bob. Here.
What we do is Chrome Cobra, we can
have
back in there.
Kermit the Frog throw us over to questions?
Hi ho, Kermit the Frog here. We are going back to RSG Live after the pornography we just watched. Yes, can you say pornography? And I'm here with Sweary Daughter and the crew, and we are going to answer some questions. Yay!
All right, there you go, Biff. There's a real Kermit the Frog. Okay, St.
Oh, Biff wanted me to do Kermit the Frog.
She wanted me to do Kermit yesterday because they were saying my Kermit was good, but you know what my Kermit is.
Well,
yeah, all he sounded like was John Smith from the Verizon customer service.
I mean, I was being sarcastic when I said it was awesome.
Oh, I know. She hadn't heard it before though, so she didn't realize.
I haven't heard it.
Come on, Finn, let's hear you try to impersonate me.
Hello, this is Kermit the Frog.
That is what we call racist. Can you say racist?
I'm sorry, that's tikka masala, Kermit.
You don't sound like Kermit the Frog, you sound like Juan, okay?
It's
oh
Apu,
my gosh.
Apu the Frog.
Let us get to our first question, Stanley.
Paul Morgan, question for Mike. What is the best way to utilize Geonosian ships?
Akbar. Yeah.
Akbar lead. gear them as much
first
as
reinforcement
possible.
should be who, Mike?
I'm finding a lot of joy with Phantom 2 as the first reinforcement. I normally bring in Phantom 2, takes them down to just one ship. They call in support, and then depending whether I can take it out with another attacker, or I'll bring in Cassian and get rid of whatever it is that they've just taunted with. That's where I'm going with it.
I use Kylo Ren's command shuttle because it severely cripples the opposing team.
Yeah, I tend to use Kylo if I'm running TIE Advanced and Biggs, that combo. Where I'll bring in Scimitar first of all, slap the Retribution onto Biggs, which is, if you can get that going, that is such a fun thing to run, because basically Biggs just keeps his protection up constantly because he keeps target locking everybody. And then bring in the shuttle later on, and then you just annihilate. No, that is a good. that is a good ship.
Yorvel, the question: is it worth it to refresh the hard nodes for Talzin and zombies to speed up the grind?
If you have the crystals to do it, yeah.
I say it depends on what you have to farm, like what you're prioritizing. Like, for example, since Scion just came out on ships PvE, I've been refreshing both of his nodes so you can get 20 attempts at his shard. But again, if you're trying to finish Talzin and Zombie, I mean, if you can do it, go for it. Just don't forget there's plenty of other hard nodes and stuff too as well.
Vancelli, question: how's Ranger's head feeling today?
Feeling better. I mean, that migraine was kicking my ass. So I'm doing a lot better. I think it was just a matter of just my sleep pattern got thrown off. I think it's the Sunday stream took a little toll on all of us, right? So much better.
To go with that, how was jury duty today?
I didn't have to go because I was on standby status, right? So you call, right, and then they tell you if you need to come in, and I did. I didn't have to come in, and by not having to come in, that means my jury duty service is good, so I don't have to.
Nice.
How's the elbow?
Well, I won't have any problems later on if that's what you mean, there, Mike.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm there. I ken what you mean. There you go. There's one for keyboard.
Oh, man.
David Thane, question: what is priority order for gearing the triumvirate tunes, Nihilus, Scion, and Treya?
Yes, all of them.
Priority order.
Doesn't matter. Whichever one you get your grubby paws on first and get it to gear 12. Seriously. I mean, Scion. Yeah, Scion's. I don't know. I would say Scion, Nihilus, and
12 plus. It has to be Nihilus.
Yeah, because he's the one you can take to gear 12.
Speed on him.
He'll be the quickest one you get to gear 12 first.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because Nihilus, most people have him at 7 stars, or if you're still farming him, but Scion is going to take a little bit longer to get up to 7 stars, and Treya is going to take even longer, and she requires more gear than both of them combined, so Treya's gear is insane.
All right, next question.
Clayton Benjamin, question: which Zeta on Grandmaster Yoda first?
None.
Yeah, I would pass on that for now. I mean, the leader, if anything,
Listen, guys,
but again,
there's been all this talk about Grandmaster Yoda. I am not sold on him at all. I think he's not meta. He does not. Listen, don't be doing this unless you have no other Zetas. But if you were to show me your roster and I find other Zetas that you should be doing before you Hermit Yoda, unless you just love Jedi. If you love Jedi, you don't care, and you just want to do it, go for it. Then I would say his unique first.
I'll still go unique because I think he's, or whatever is his non-leader, because I think he's still better under a Qui-Gon leader.
Right, because of the speed and stuff. But it's not, guys. Yoda does not. Grandmaster Yoda is not going to change a thing Trey and all this other stuff. I know there's a lot of videos out there. We've done our research on this, and we're not convinced. And we've actually people run it.
Yeah.
We've had people run this. You know, I mean, I'm talking Wells run this, and they're like, no.
That, and I mean, the test accounts, we don't know what they have in the test accounts.
Well, we
required like mods.
Yeah,
so.
But I you know, test accounts, you know, they have access to a lot of stuff. Okay, it's what it is. I get my information from Wales and top players, right?
Right.
And then we'll sit there and they'll sing like, "Get here, Herman,
that actually compete in real arenas."
You know, and it's not feasible, right? It's good if you don't have anything else to work on. It's good, and it can help you in territory wars as a team, possibly to beat Treya, depending on the speed. It always comes down to that speed, right? Especially if they're running a nest in their squad, right? But on average, it's not worth it, in my opinion.
Yeah,
so,
you have to invest in all the Jedi too for it. I mean, like at least a team.
Well, that's the other one. Weak links of this team is Jedi. They don't do enough damage. There's not enough control.
Right.
It's too easy to get around. I mean, on offense, yes. If you want to run it for a territory war team, on offense, yes, it's great. On defense, you're going to get destroyed because the AI does not run your team. If you want to climb, and even on offense, you could run to a buzzsaw. I mean, it takes a little bit of RNG, right? Especially if they're running the double tank one. That one's Jesus. Oh my God.
Yeah, with like Sith Trooper and
Sith Trooper and San with the other. Oh God. Then you're really in trouble.
Yeah.
You know.
Does anyone else think that the primary reason for doing it is that it should make that Jedi mythic tier assault battle thing, ground war?
I don't have it, and I easily wiped that one out. But
well, I think it followed the rework followed the event release. You know, like they said that they're not gonna rework the Jedi faction, but his event just passed. At the same time,
but yeah,
it didn't do much.
Now, I think if you're facing a regular Vader team, I think Hermit Yoda or Grandmaster Yoda and stuff can do really well. But Treya, no.
That his leadership.
You're cutting
in
out
the leadership
Jedi.
position, then he's immune to.
Is it just me, or is he cutting in and out?
No, he's cutting in and out.
Okay, I thought it might have been me. I was like, am I losing service again?
I wonder if it's actually his service or if he's just so stoned that he's like cutting himself off in the middle of questions.
He's going James Franco on us.
I'm gonna go to sleep.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes.
I'm glad you said that, though. No, I'm glad
so,
you said that because I'm not sold on Hermit Yoda either.
Well, Hermit Yoda is a really...
Not Hermit Yoda, you mean Grandmaster Yoda.
I mean, yeah, Grandmaster. I'm sorry. If you're not a whale or Kraken, it's going to be difficult to make him work.
Yeah. The leader is where he is immune to Zeta or shock, right? So if he's outside the leadership position, then he's just as weak as the rest of the Jedi. So, you know what I mean? Like, it's a loophole, and it's still missing other pieces around it.
Well, he's the only one immune to shock, too. Yeah, I mean, he's the only one immune to shock. I mean, you got two guys that shock, Palp and Dooku. Nobody runs Dooku.
Right. Putting tenacity up if he does his meditation at the beginning. So the immune to shock thing is like one of the most worthless additions to an ability I've seen.
Right.
It's not necessary at all to the ability. It's just something pretty to put there. It's like, oh, now he fights Palpatine. Well, he was doing it anyways with tenacity up. So that whole thing is kind of silly. He can be useful. You do need a Hermit Yoda that's really fast. You need to put your speed mods on Grandmaster Yoda and Hermit Yoda to even do anything in Arena. But really, who's going to be leaving their speed mods on Grandmaster Yoda and Hermit Yoda for Arena? Like, that team is going to drop, and you don't want a speedless team to drop. So you'll be using a team that counters whatever is the meta, and this is not a team that counters the meta. You need speed mods in order to compete. That's not a counter. So you can use Grandmaster Yoda all you want. If you have a plethora of mods, you're fine. If you have like mods well and above everybody you're competing with in Arena, then you can mod this team in order to compete. But it's not a counter to really anything because you need speed mods. And then if you're shifting speed mods to like keep one team on defense and one team on offense, you're spending way too many credits in order to counter a team. So it's good. He's a great rework. Problem is he's a rework without a team right now. Everyone is trying to find a place for him because all of the Jedi are not getting a rework, so you try to stick him in wherever you can, and he can work if you have him like super modded. So I wouldn't bother with it unless you really have nothing else to release Zeta at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Verga Grande. Question: can Infinity's CLS team beat Palpatine, Triumvirate, and Sith Trooper? This is the team I'm seeing throughout my server. I'm currently cheesing it with Zeta Finn and a fast Poe and sacrifice to RNGesus.
Yes. So you run it in basically the same sequence. There's going to be one difference. So the stun that Han is going to put if the opposing Traya is Zeta is not going to stick. That stun is going to get dispelled. So instead of aiming obviously for the Thrawn, which is a little bit more common than the Sith Trooper, but if you have a lot of Sith Troopers, what you do is you actually focus on Palpatine at the beginning in order to get more damage. Again, you don't attack Scion, you don't attack Traya, you don't want to trigger anything based on a crit. So you just go ahead and attack Palpatine and lower him. And then with CLS, you go ahead and remove turn meter off Sith Trooper and also give him buff immunity so he doesn't get the taunt. And then you're off to the races again with Thrawn putting a fracture on Scion, and then your Rex going, and then everything else is the same. So first turn, go ahead and attack Palpatine instead to boost out more damage on him, and then you can kind of do the remaining sequence.
And on the Traya teams, I'm going to be making a video today using Death Trooper in the regular team, taking my tank out. And I'm easily able to stop Traya teams with Sith Trooper and whoever for a fifth, either Palp, Wampa, Nest. I'm easily able to just walk over them in 2 minutes using Death Trooper. And everybody has Death Trooper because everybody's trying to get heroic ready, so everybody's got them for Chex Mix. So and I run a slow Death Trooper, and so it's another one.
That's nice. Can't argue.
Thane Kyrell, question: can we have Swery daughter react to Darth Hideous getting his head shaved?
I don't think she's seen that.
I don't know if she saw it on the charity stream. We had somebody that for charity that shaved his head. So he had a big head of hair and he shaved it off.
Oh, wow.
So he shaved it on stream with the help of a friend who came over and shaved his head very happily. So, yeah, he's asking if you want to comment on it, but I don't think you've seen it yet. We'll show it to you and then you can react to it.
Yeah.
Ski Trooper, question: what does Swery think of Dana's new hair?
I don't think she's seen that either.
So no, I haven't.
Man, you got to catch up with us now, Swery. Where you been?
So sorry.
It's like you've got a job or something.
I know, right?
Next question.
Okay, how many questions can I do? We got 11.
Let's do 2 more.
Was that a question?
Let's see. Thane Kyrell, question: now that you all have had a chance, can you reflect on the special stream? What were your favorite parts? What stood out in your mind?
Hideous getting his head shaved.
No, that was one.
Carrie being on and saying, F it, tits, talking to Miss McVenom. That was definitely a highlight of my day. Or just Carrie on in general.
Mine was unfortunately the fact that all of the angels hate me.
I had fun with the trivia.
Oh yeah, that was real fun, wasn't it?
And then the D&D campaign where we spent most of it trying to looking at being
oh yeah, being inspecting chairs.
Oh,
that was.
Hey, I come up with so you guys know the way 5th edition works is you have to roll these character traits, and I take.
I mean, you don't have to, but we did
seriously.
just to help them out because they're.
Oh, I know. But I take it very seriously. So I looked at those and I'm like, how am I going to play my character? And I came up with the whole persona for him and everything. And I played him to a T. He is a paranoid little gnome that frightens people.
But it was fun. My reading of it is he's paranoid of people, not everything.
He was paranoid of a glass of wine, according to the trait.
Right, but is someone giving you the glass of wine? You don't.
It doesn't say that. It just says I had a glass of wine. I had somebody inspect it, and then I had him inspect it again, and I'm still not sure that it's not poison.
Right, but someone... Christ. That's because someone gave you the goddamn glass of wine, Finn. Not chairs, knucklehead.
It's not my chair. Somebody has left the chair for me to sit on.
But logically, Finn, certain things will set your paranoia off. I know. We're going to keep playing with it, but if the other characters beat him to death, I'm not going to stop it. We'll roll another character.
Yeah, but in the meantime, I managed to scare away the crazy man that came over, and I managed to get us.
You got lucky. They rolled so crappy. You rolled so high. It was 19 and 20. You had the whole bar going, God, this little bastard is...
I scared the whole bar. That wasn't the intention. Right? It was just to scare away the crazy person talking to himself. But then also, I managed to get us more gold on the missions. I serve a purpose.
You did. You beat her, and she has very, very high... She rolled so horribly there. I was like... Oh, for Christ's sakes. Because really, you had like no shot, but you rolled so high. I'm like, okay, let me see. You beat her by 1. I was like, really? This is the way it works. Like, well,
abilities.
Little bastard did it. Oh, Christ. I'm going to do this thing. All right, next question.
Biff Ahoy. Question, what is the ship's meta now?
It's not fully settled.
No, it hasn't.
But it does seem to be shifting more towards an Akbar Geonosian combo with some... So I think it's going to change soon here, but it's going to be a Phantom-led reinforcement, I think, with some combination of Boba, maybe Ghost. I think Scimitar is still going to play a role,
sure.
Possibly Silencer. I mean, it's still not completely settled. Vader is really nasty off the bench, too. It's hard to say right now because still a lot of people are just using what they have leveled up because they can't just prestige up all of their capital ships in order to figure it out. There is, I'm going to tell you right now, there is a team that I think is going to start showing up more on defense. So people are going to switch them out, and it is the Mace lead Galactic Republic with Clone Sergeant and like Plo Koon coming off the bench.
Well, I think Plo Koon come off the bench. I think the starting lineup is going to be 5s.
Mm-hmm.
Rex,
JC,
and no, not JC, Ahsoka, because what that team does is it should that's your dispeller. You got your tank, you got your guy giving protection, and with Mace, you just keep putting taunt and protection stuff on 5s, and then when the other guys come in, then it's really haphazard. It's pain in the ass. We use that team on defense, and it's
I wouldn't be surprised if that becomes a meta defense on Arena. It's not going to be a team that you can really win with.
It's too. It doesn't have enough damage.
Mm-hmm. It's the GK Zaris of ships, isn't it?
Exactly.
It really is.
It's a timeout team more than an offensive team.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a really, you went that route, really.
Yeah, but I can see that being on TV.
To be honest, I'd personally use Ahsoka on as reinforcement, though.
Hey, when my guild officer...
Her reinforcement is a dispel, so you don't have to waste her to dispel.
Shields goes, are the dice rolls electronic? Question for D&D. Yes, they are. We use D20, and everything is rolled electronically. I do have a dice set still on the Amazon wish list. I have to get some dice for myself, so I don't have to use that. But it is what it is. But it works very well. So, and what I like about 20 is if I have a thing about the game itself, I could just type in like a spell or something along that nature, look at it, and then I can say, what it does and everything like that. It's a really neat site that's got everything you need. You have to upload your maps and stuff like that, but I've already got the campaign laid out for what's going to happen for a while. It'll be really interesting. I mean, there's some books out there, but what I've done is I've taken some of the information from the books. I'm using it in my campaign setting and kind of mixing and matching. So as a DM, that's what you want to do. But yeah, all the rolls are electronic.
And at the pace that I'm going, that stuff may last us a year.
2 hours and didn't get out of town.
Well, part of that was me inspecting the chairs and stuff, because that's what I have my character doing. But part of it is also the fact that we never got each other's names, and honestly, my character didn't care for the names. He just
you kind of want to know who you're working for and find out a little bit about. It's shocked the hell out of me. No, especially being paranoid, you would want to know everything, Finn.
I was laughing too hard at being like I was like guffawing over here, just hunched over, uncontrollably. I
just it's like, all right, we're ready to head off. Head off where? You never already told each other who you were, where you were staying, where the start time was, what you were planning. They just assumed that we're just gonna go on our merry way. Like, no, that's not how D&D works, man. You gotta tell me what's your plan. What are you doing? It's just watching them trying to figure out how they were gonna find one another. It was fantastic. Oh, lesson learned. I hope they learned very well.
I'm going to be doing that again.
Oh, man. I was completely off my ball that day, man, because Finn had me laughing so freaking hard. I almost fell out of my chair.
It was magical.
They didn't ask anything about, the people they were working for. Nothing. They just like, okay, let's go. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like,
I was more interested in the chairs than the people.
No, Finn, you'd be more interested in the people.
They argue more over the beer prices than anything else.
I mean, you didn't ask a lot of questions to the person giving you the job or anything. You were just like, okay. Oh, we got more money. Good, let's do it. I'm like, okay. And I'm not going to tell you what to do. So
I know.
So I just found it hilarious.
Technically, I was playing my character like all more money.
Yeah, that's fine. All right, one more question.
Okay. Okay, Camille Buhalski. Question: I faced Townsend, Wampa, Rex, Crew, Thrawn team for the first time in my shard. Got owned pretty bad. What should be the kill order if I run EP-led team, and what's the most effective strategy?
Kill Thrawn. Get him off the board. The way I do it with mine is I let Rex do his thing, right? Then I use my sign to remove everything. And then if it's Kenobi in there, I fracture Kenobi and then just beat the shit out of Thrawn. I mean, that's what I do. And it works very effectively. If you don't do it in that order, if you let them get going, or if you use Sound's ability before Rex, I mean, be smart about it. If he goes, let him go, right? You have to be smart about when you use your abilities and stuff like that. And if you do, you will control the board. It's about control. It's not about, anything else. But do those things and you should have a much easier time.
Yes, I don't use Sign, but that's another one of my Death Trooper teams because not only does he remove the Rex tenacity, but he has days on his basics, so that stops all counterattacks from Wampa.
Right.
So you can really, he's the worst part, all his counterattacks. So if you daze him and then Townsend never gets to go between Nihilus and Death Trooper getting the cooldown. So it's just, they're just basicing you to death. So there's a couple ways around it. You just can't let tenacity up affect you. You've got to get rid of that.
What is I Am Seiya saying? Enemy called in the Death Star as a reinforcement. Come on, one time as what?
He's a little frustrated we didn't get to his question.
Oh, well, all right. What was his question?
Okay, I Am Seiya question. Was there another Finn roast I missed?
Nope.
Got the first one by Mike, I think, but it was getting late here on the continent.
Nope. You didn't miss anything.
Wait, by Mike? So the roast was by... Wait.
Chrome Cobra
I'm
roast.
just reading what I got here.
They were
on Burgundy.
There will be more Saturday night for the
that escalated fast.
I don't think it was me.
I'm confused. Mike never roasted me, right?
No,
it was
Chrome Cobra did.
Chrome, but Sanely said Mike in the question.
Like Mike, like M-I-C, or Mike M-I-K-E?
Yeah. I think he said M-I-C, right?
No, it's M-I-K-E.
Oh, then I have no idea what he's talking about.
So there was only one roast for me on the charity stream, and that was by Chrome. So, and then minus all.
It's after the trivia that happened. Right after the trivia that happened. So we're gonna listen.
Yeah, and then all the roasting that happens to me on a daily basis, unfortunately.
Oh yeah, you guys are so rough.
Because everyone seems to hate me. Why does everyone hate me?
Bring it on.
So there's some stuff
you have done that yourself, Anakin.
All I do is love and play with Porgs, and everyone hates me. I spam in my Twinkie maker, and everything.
We don't hate you. You're like the little brother we love to punch in the arm all the time.
Oh, why do you punch in the arm?
Well, I punch him in the dick. I don't know about you guys.
Oh, here's something that would make you happy, Ranger. In Pixark, I punched Finn in the face.
Oh, do it again. Continuously. All right, that's it for the stream today. Thank you guys for stopping by. Remember, we got the regular stream coming up tonight. It's Wednesday, so it's time for our big stream for Star Wars Galaxy Heroes, where we break down the latest and greatest in news and notes and kind of tell you what it all means. That will be at 8 p.m. Eastern. Best way to know about it is to subscribe to the channel. By subscribing, you know when we're doing all our stuff, whether it's Battlefront, whether it's D&D, whether it's Pixar, the poop game that I like to call it. All of your latest Star Wars Galaxy Heroes questions. Now, we stream the lunch stream Monday through Friday from 12 to 1. You can always count on that video roster. We do something fun. Big shout out to Sweary Daughter again for being on today. Thank you.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you, Sweary Doctor, for enlightening us.
Oh my god.
But yeah, make sure you subscribe, give us a thumbs up, comment. It helps the channel. You know, it's about helping the channel grow. Spread the word. So we got some more videos coming out. We got some more fun things coming out. So just stay tuned for that. Yeah. So on behalf of myself and the crew, thank you all for stopping by. We really appreciate it. Everyone have a great rest of your day, and we will holler at you later.